Hey guys, it's Kylan. We're going to be talking about how Bitcoin could 2 to 3x in these upcoming months. I have my notes right here. Let's talk about it. So first of all, what sparked my inspiration to do all of this research is Meet Kevin had an interview with Ali Moyes, and then Bitcoin was brought up during that interview, and Ali Moyes thought Bitcoin could hit $1 million. And that's pretty insane, Bitcoin reaching $1 million in the upcoming years. In like 10 years, he thinks Bitcoin could reach $1 million. So then I started doing research, and here's why I think Bitcoin is going to go off the charts in these next upcoming months. Bitcoin corresponds highly with price production and inflation. So for example, back in 2017 when Bitcoin had its first really big pump, so what happened then was inflation and price production both shot up. As you can see before that, inflation had a big dip. I'm going to put that right here. Inflation had a really big dip, and then it shot up. Another example is in 2018 when price production dropped, and that dropped Bitcoin from being averagely traded at about $6,000 after that big drop. And then after price production dropped a lot, so did Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has a really big correspondence with production change. So if those go up, a lot of people buy in. As inflation goes up 1 to 2%, people can be like, hey, I can put my money in, and Bitcoin will go up about the same and counter-rock with that inflation. Obviously, it's changed into something way bigger now, but you can still see that corresponds. Another one is if you look at this rainbow chart right here, back in 2013, 2017, and now Bitcoin has had a huge run up. So the reason for that is, inflation and price production. But before all of those, Bitcoin would have a huge dip. And that's what Bitcoin has had after 2017. It had a big dip, and now it's coming up and shooting up a lot higher. And as you can see with this chart, as Bitcoin is hitting that point where everyone is going to be like, hey, am I missing out on Bitcoin? And they're all going to start buying in. And since Elon Musk bought $1.5 billion worth, that's going to influence other places like Apple or Amazon to start influencing Bitcoin too and buy huge chunks of it. So that is also another thing that is going to shoot it to the moon. As less retail investors invest in Bitcoin and more corporations start investing in Bitcoin, that is going to shoot it up really high. So why do I think Bitcoin is going to shoot up in these next 2 to 3 months? The reason for that is because last year during February, March, and April, we had a huge drop in inflation. So this year, the Fed is going to come out and they're going to try to boost inflation prices to 2 to 3. Others are saying it's going to be around 3 to 4%. And with that, it's going to influence some of those people to buy back into Bitcoin and for it to go back up even higher. So with all of these combined with price production, inflation, and all of these big corporations coming out and buying a lot, those are really going to set Bitcoin in these next 2 to 3 months to skyrocket. And that's it, guys. That's why I think Bitcoin is going to be doing insanely well in these next 2 to 3 upcoming months as inflation and price production start skyrocketing. So if you want to hear more about Bitcoin in my upcoming videos, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, it helps out a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.